the Conquerors was so intensely powerful that he will, or Joyboy, because it's his haki, he willed himself, or used some form of his will in order to send them away. One Piece chapter 1122, it is titled In Times of Emergency. We see different pirates reacting to Vegapunk, basically confirming that the One Piece does exist, and this excites everyone and gives them a higher boost in morale for them to go and try and get the One Piece, similar to Roger, like he ushered in the Great Pirate Era, and then Whitebeard, his statement in Marineford, it inspired new rookies after the time skip, and now we have Vegapunk with other individuals finally going after the One Piece, and it's really cool. We got that panel in the last chapter seeing all the heavy hitters and those that are going to be playing key roles in obtaining this treasure. I cannot wait to see this final battle for the One Piece. You also kind of see how individuals are a little bit more divided. You see how people talk about, hey, the Navy, save us, and then there's even more pirates talking about going and claiming the One Piece. There's different Marines that are like, Vegapunk, why did you do this? Individuals on Impel Down, they're hyped as well. I mean, well, I really don't know what they got to be hyped about unless they're going to try to break out, because well, they're in prison and they're not going to be able to obtain the One Piece in jail. I love Koby here, seeing him talk about how he's reflecting on what Luffy talked about, wanting to become the king of the pirates when they first met. And Koby, he talks about how he's going to have to stop Luffy's dreams in his tracks. This is really cool. Thinking back on it, like at Marineford, where even though Koby got clapped, he still tried his best in order to stop Luffy. And especially where Koby's at now, he's obviously not on Luffy's level whatsoever, but seeing him, at least in the anime, they're going to animate really soon, Koby fighting at Hachinosu, Garp as well. Seeing Koby's honesty impact is really cool. Seeing that Koby, he's going to try and challenge Luffy. I wonder if he'll eventually get conquerors, because he's going to need that, especially with what was revealed at the end of this chapter. Cannot wait to see Koby's role in the final war. Seeing Buggy once again try and motivate his crew and talking about how it's not just going to be my world, it's going to be our world, including both his crew. And realistically, he was saying that so that Crocodile and Mihawk wouldn't say anything about it. Anytime that Buggy does stuff like this, it's really funny. Back in the day, I used to not care for this type of stuff, and anytime Buggy got away with doing some bull like this, I used to hate it, but now I'm here for it. I love seeing Crocodile and Mihawk talk about, yo, go ahead and get down, like, stop this farce. Just really cool seeing their reaction, because we didn't really get to see much of them throughout this like the reveal from Vegapunk, so it's really cool to see this. I don't have the exact chapter, but a while ago we saw Caribou talking to Van Augur and Katarina Devon, begging them to take him to Blackbeard in order to reveal information about the ancient weapons. And Blackbeard, he confirms that, hey, you can bring him here, but if he is on some bullshit, basically, he's like, we'll kill him on the spot. The transmission, it's done. The transponders know that was broadcasting everything is unconscious. Emet, he ended up getting his arm destroyed. Emet's going through it. I'm not going to lie. He is going against the Gorosei, so I'll give him some grace. I also love seeing how Nusjuro, he's still chasing after the Straw Hats, and there's not a specific person that's saying this. I guess we'll have to wait for the anime version to drop. If I had to bet, it's probably either Nami or Usopp that said this, but they're like, do something, Zoro. And it appears that Zoro, he's ready to go and clash against Nusjuro, but he doesn't end up doing this. And this is simply because this is who Zoro's probably going to fight in the final war, potentially, if it's not Mihawk, I guess. And so, you know, them teasing, we already got the tease with, you know, them clashing a few chapters ago, so it wasn't going to happen again. I did see, before I muted stuff on Twitter, like people talking about splitting the sky, and well, Luffy's already done that. I thought it was going to be Zoro, but it was something else that was revealed later in the chapter. Emet is talking to Luffy, apologizing to Joyboy, because this is the spitting image of him, and so he hasn't mistaken Luffy for Joyboy, but because they look so similar and they're essentially the same person, I guess Luffy's just the reincarnated version. Emet's just trauma dumping, I guess, or like saying all his regrets to Luffy because he can't say it to anyone else. He talks about how he couldn't make Joyboy the king, and Luffy's like, king? So this is a pretty interesting statement, because if you look at what happens later in the chapter, Joyboy was killed, or well, it doesn't showcase him being killed, but we know that he ended up dying. It reminds me a lot of stuff similar to Roger, because even though Roger became the king, he didn't get to fully utilize the One Piece because he said he wished he was alive during Joyboy's era. So I wonder, when did Joyboy die? Like, what's the timeline of that, and how did it happen? But if you guys have made it this far into the video, let me know by leaving a like, subscribing to the channel, and hitting the notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video. We post different content all the time. This part of the chapter, I'm not gonna lie, I have no clue what's going on. There's definitely going to be some mixed feelings about this. I personally don't even know how I feel about it, but Emet, he pulls something out of his body, and it's imbuing so much conquerors haki. There's so many marines that are getting knocked unconscious, and all of the conquerors, it ends up untransforming the Gorosei and sending them back to Mary Geoise. I also find it funny, this is the first time that we ever see Mars sitting in a chair when the others aren't there. I don't know why Oda did this, but I just thought that was funny. To me, I'm like, okay, does this mean that like you can get a level of conquerors that you can, like, because conquerors haki is already about imbuing and enforcing your will on others, and typically, you know, at least the regular version, it knocks people unconscious. So can you imbue your will to the point that you can do whatever you want to people? Because like the form of conquerors that it was, by pulling the string and unleashing everything, essentially like he eliminated the enemies, but like why did they go back to Mary Geoise? To me, like I mentioned earlier, the only logical explanation it is that the conquerors was so intensely powerful that he will, or Joyboy, because it's his haki, he willed himself or used some form of his will in order to send them away. I will not lie, Emu looks pretty pitiful after experiencing this. I don't know if he felt the conquerors all the way at Mary Geoise. I don't know why he's huffing and puffing like this, or like why he's sweating like this, but being the final antagonist and, you know, you're looking like this, it's not a good look. But the Straw Hats, they land, they're safe. Luffy gets to talk to them, everybody's good. The last member of the Gorosei that did not end up getting transported is Saturn. I think it's fitting because, well, he was already here, he didn't get summoned, so I don't think it would make sense for him to leave or be sent flying. And with everything going on, I know that like he knows that Vegapunk told everybody he doesn't want Kuma, everybody to escape, but I wonder if Saturn's just going to cut his losses and not fight anymore. I think that makes more sense because the arc's over. I don't think him, I mean, he already couldn't handle them on his own, which is why he ended up summoning everybody. I guess you could also argue it was to stop the broadcast as well. I just think it would make a lot of sense for the arc to be concluded and not to extend it any more than they have to. But the chapter ends with a silhouette of Joyboy. We still haven't gotten to see what he looked like, but he is wearing a straw hat. He's talking to Emet, talking about how he's going to seal his strongest form of haki inside his chases, and I don't know how he's able to seal this, but he talks about when Emet's life is in danger or someone that he wants to protect is in danger, this is an emergency, and untie the knot, and Joyboy from the past will save Emet in the future. I don't know how to feel about that, to be honest. The fact that you can seal conquerors and like other people can use it, it's a little different. I kind of think it was bull to allow them to escape, to be honest. For both like the Gorosei going out like this and like Emet being able just to unleash something like this, I think it's bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really like it, but some people might. Let me know how you guys feel about it in the comment section below. But yeah, that's chapter 1122. A lot of interesting stuff. I love that we got to see Joyboy here and just having a conversation with Emet. I can't wait to see the anime so that like everything's revealed, or at least his voice actor is revealed. Don't know what he's going to sound like, but I'm looking forward to it. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok is on the screen and in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to unleash your potential.